When we arrived in Medina and then revelation came down, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, the one who consumes riba, when he stands before Allah on the last day, you will see him. If you take a look at him, you know what you're going to see? You're going to see someone who is behaving as though he has been driven to madness by the touch of shaitan. How did he land in this mess? Allah explains. This is because he argued, إِنَّمَا الْبَيْعُ مِثْلُ الرِّبَى. He arguing that business and riba are the same. Allah responds, he says, وَحَلَّ اللَّهُ الْبَيْعَ وَحَرَّمَ الرِّبَى. Oh no. Allah has made business halal, but He has made riba haram. And so now we are forced into the second lesson. The contrast in the first instance was between riba and charity. The contrast in the second lesson is between riba and business. What is there in business that is not there in riba? The answer is that it is in the essence of a business transaction that you must admit of the possibility of either a profit or a loss. If that is not there, it ain't riba, it ain't business. If it does not admit of the possibility of a profit or a loss, it ain't business. And so, risk-free investments, that ain't business. It is in the essence of a riba transaction that the possibility of a loss is eliminated. The money lender is immunized from loss. He can only make a profit. He cannot suffer loss. In consequence of which, riba does not qualify as business. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains in Surah Al-Anfal, the spoils of war are being distributed, and He sends down the laws of distribution. And then He explains that these laws of distribution of wealth have been enforced, كَيْ لَا يَكُونَ الدُّولَةَ بَيْنَ الْأَغْنِيَاءِ مِنْكُمْ, that wealth may not circulate only amongst the wealthy. An economy in which the rich are permanently rich would be an economy in which the poor are permanently poor. If the rich are permanently rich and the poor are permanently poor, that's slavery. That's economic oppression. And so He wants wealth to circulate through the economy. So the rich can become poor, and the poor have a chance to become rich. One day for me, one day for you. When money is lent on interest, what happens? What is the implication? It's not just only living off the sweat of the jackasses. It's more than that. It's more than that. How does money circulate or wealth circulate through an economy? Is it a function of government to effect the circulation of wealth through the economy? Oh no. Any government which attempts to do that would be a government that will corrupt the economy. It is not the function of governments to distribute and redistribute wealth. Well then, who distributes and who redistributes wealth? The answer is الرزاق ويرزق من يشاء بغير حساب. He is the one who distributes and redistributes. How does He do it? Apart from the laws of inheritance, apart from the compulsory charity tax, zakat, apart from the voluntary charity that He urges us to give, how does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala effect the distribution and redistribution of wealth? The answer is through the market. Through the market. When we enter into business transactions, then we embrace RISK, risk. We can now suffer a loss, or we can be blessed with a profit. From the time we open the door of risk, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can take from some and give to others. And He has said, don't close this door. Don't close this door. Because if you close this door, He is not going to open it. No! When that door is closed, because the money lender is now immunized from loss, the implication would be that in an economy based on riba, wealth will no longer circulate through the economy. Around the world today, for those who have eyes to see and who don't spend their days and their nights eating halwa, around the world today, for those who have eyes to see, the economy around the world is precisely this economy. And they call it the best model of an economy it has ever been the misfortune of mankind to experience. This is the best model? Is this the best model? Have you no shame? Do you think we have the brains of a jackass? An economy in which wealth no longer circulates through the economy? An economy in which the rich are now permanently rich and the poor are now imprisoned in permanent poverty, and you call that progress? That's not progress. That's a new economic slavery which has descended upon mankind. The Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam went on to teach more about the subject. He said, you know, he was sent to teach the Quran, وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ الْكِتَابِ. He said, some people might argue, well, actually what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is prohibiting is exorbitant interest. 25%, the credit card stuff, no? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not prohibiting a reasonable amount of interest. So the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ now teaches the subject, because he is sent لِيُعَلِّمُكُمُ الْكِتَابِ. What does he say? You will find all of these ahadith in my book. He says, if you give a man a loan and he offers you a meal, couscous, don't eat it, because that's riba. Unless he used to offer you a meal before you gave him the loan, in which case you can eat it. He went on to say, if you give a man a loan and he offers you a ride on his animal, Toyota Camry, don't take it, because that's riba. Unless he used to offer you a ride before you gave him the loan, indicating whether the riba is large or small, 25% or 1%. Muhammad ﷺ has made it haram. When he has made it haram, you should not come and attempt to make it halal. No, not even if you are Biman Bank in Bangladesh. Don't make it halal if Allah has made it haram.